What's up, Travel Gang? Here's another episode of Trip Alert Fan. Here's our review of Dreams. I never figure out how to say the K word, but it's Dreams. It's a golf resort in Colombia. So we're going to give our review of the resort and our experience in Colombia. And I'm Fan.
I'm Quentin, and we're on two separate recording devices.
Yeah, so if you see us looking, we trying to give both of the cameras love.
Yeah.
So I guess we can start out with I guess the customer service. I will give it I guess an 8 out of 10 because they did act quickly on most things. So I give it an 8 out of 10. The customer service was it was okay. It was all right. It wasn't bad. So I'll experience the customer service for me. That's my rating.
I give it the same. The customer service was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't really have no complaints about that. We did have little issues in one of the rooms. This is an older hotel, so you kind of get like when we first got here, we smelled like a mildew smell.
It
And
still do. It's like throughout the whole building. So I think it's time for them to tear down and rebuild because you can smell like the mildew as you walking in. Time you get off the elevator, you smell it. Now it's not downstairs in the lobby. You don't smell it at all. I guess because the door is open and it's not closed in. But once you get on the floors, you smell the mildew. You definitely smell that. So you could tell it's outdated and need to update some things. The rooms still look nice and everything, but you can smell the mildew.
Yeah, it's not when you first get here, it's like a boom in your face. You know it's there, but after a while, it's like it's not bad. They're partying behind us, you guys. This is a hotel where they cater more towards the Spanish.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of places don't know English here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Luckily, my glasses, the Metas, kind of translated for me, but you have to have internet with that. So a lot of that was kind of annoying because you didn't have internet. So I kind of was stuck stranded on my own sometimes. But for the most part, it did pretty good. I can understand them, but I couldn't speak Spanish back. So
Yeah.
that's that.
So yeah, it's a lesson learned. Learn a little bit of that language, but usually when we go to different like countries, because we travel all the time, it's when we tell them like English, they speak English, but not here. They look like now they're speaking Spanish. We haven't had experience where they play English with the music. We went downstairs yesterday, and then they were playing Neo, and it was English, but most of the they mostly speak Spanish. They don't like.
They don't cater to us at all like that.
Yeah, so that was one of the things we noticed, that they most everything Spanish, and then they don't try to translate it either. It's just strictly Spanish, and that's it.
This hotel does have a big golf course in the back. I don't know if you want to show off. Well, we'll do that at the end. It has a big golf course. It literally sits behind the beach, in front of the beach. So it's like a 5-minute walk to the beach.
Yeah, so it's not like a resort where it's sitting like right off the beach. You have to walk a little to get to the beach, and then the beach closes at 7. Yeah, so it's all right. We've been to better.
Yeah,
So
definitely been better.
yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. But I'm glad I got to experience it for my clients and tell you guys about my experience as well.
When it comes to the activities,
Yeah, the excursions. I booked my excursions a month in advance because I switched everything. I was originally supposed to go to Antigua, and I'm glad I did because everything got canceled because of the president doing some crazy stuff. with Venezuela. So I switched it to Colombia, and booked my excursions maybe a month in advance. It's just the communication. So I say the customer service and communication gets a 4 out of 10. The communication is horrible. I had an excursion for Monday. Today's Thursday, January 8th, 2026. So I had an excursion. We came Sunday the 4th. I had the excursion for Monday the 5th. He contacted me. He asked me what hotel I stayed on Sunday. I'm traveling here on Sunday, so I didn't have much connection. So when I did have connection, I told him, "Hey, Dream." So he messaged back and say, "Hey, which one?" Then he figured out which one, but he still kept going on and on. And then he finally, the day that I was supposed to do the excursion, which was paragliding, he was like, "Oh, it's too far. We can't do it. So tell her to cancel and get a refund." The meantime, the day before was the last day to cancel, so he didn't tell me, "Hey, this is not gonna work. Cancel it." So that was the first day. So I came back to my room, booked us some ATVs. The ATV was amazing. The time I booked it, he reached out. He asked me. He gave me the meeting point. He asked for our names and ID. I told him I didn't feel comfortable, so he just said, he told me to send a picture, and I told him I didn't feel comfortable, so I just sent the number, and that was it. And everything was locked in that same day. So Monday, when I booked the excursion for ATVs, everything was sent to me, the meeting point, all of that. It was amazing. Chris get 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he was real good.
Yeah, he was like our bodyguard. He made sure that we were safe. He made sure that nobody tried to get over on us. It was amazing, and it was just us two, so we got to experience it by ourselves.
Yeah, he literally was from America, and he talked real good English. And he just like she said, he made sure that the do's and the don'ts over here. He was here for like 4 years, and yeah, he showed us the money, the breakdown, the ATM, all of that stuff, and told us the Uber, because we got burned up $70 for one way. Our Uber driver from the hotel charged us $70. Our tour guide spoke in Spanish, told him the time that we'll be done to come back and get us. He left us stranded. $70 one way. We took an Uber ride back. He helped us get an Uber because we didn't have any internet. Helped us get an Uber, and it was $12.
Yeah, so he didn't come back. He told him we'll be finished at 12:30. He didn't come back. So, and then that was the resort. That was Dreams Taxi.
Taxi left us.
Yeah, Dreams Taxi didn't come back for us. And then he gave us this card. We tried to like do the WhatsApp app thing. It was invalid, so he gave us a card that wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I was like, just call the Uber, and then that's when we got an Uber back to our resort.
So we used the Uber from then on out, and we went to the mall. We just been Ubering it up because it was cheap. It was real affordable. So it worked for us. So
yeah, and then the next day I was supposed to do a tour of Colombia in this city, Cartagena. I think that's how they say it. Cartagena. And the tour guide reached out to that day. The tour was at 2:30. 11 o'clock that day, he said, "Good afternoon." I said, "Okay, good afternoon." And then I told him where I was. He then didn't respond. So I went in, when it got close time for the tour, I went in on Viator and I messaged him. And then I called him Then that's when he finally started responding. Then he says no availability for, I guess, part of the tour. And then he just kept going back and forth, basically saying that it was no availability for the tour. Mind you, like I stated earlier, I booked these excursions a month in advance. If I booked it a month in advance, why is it no availability? I paid it in full. So why is it no availability if I paid you already? It should have been locked in. So I asked him, I said, okay, so what's the plan? So he told me we'll go today, which I said we leave today. I can't do it tomorrow because I leave tomorrow. Then he said something about 7 p.m. So I was like, okay, are we going to do the tour or not? Like, what, are we going to do the tour? I didn't say or not. I wasn't rude. I just said, are we going to do the tour? He left me. He ghosted me. Ghost me meaning he never respond, nothing. I still haven't heard anything from him, and this was on the WhatsApp app. So the communications with the tour guys is horrible. If you stay tuned, are you looking at this? The ATV information is on Instagram. I should have brought it out here while we did the video, but on Instagram, and then I will post it or try to add his information in my videos or something. But he was amazing. But it's you have to go by boat. You go by boat, and then you get to the little island that he take you on, and then you do the ATVs there. And once you ride the ATVs, he'll take you to a beach.
Yeah.
And then once you get to the beach, you chill for about, I think we chill more than 15 minutes. He said 15, but it was probably like 20 going on 25 minutes. We sat there, we took pictures, and we chilled a little while. Then we rode again, and then that was the end. And then he gave us water and things like that. He made sure that we were good and felt safe.
Yeah. The food is horrible. I will give it a 5 out of 10. The Spanish people love it. And the only thing they got right to me was the chicken. The chicken and what else?
The pizza was alright. It was kind of thin, but
Yeah, the pizza was okay. But other than that, everything else. Oh, I think the rice was hit and miss. But it was very different. And I don't know if it's just the hotel. And even like we said, Chris was from America. Chris was like the food.
the food is nasty.
The food is nasty, and he missed that from America. But yeah, we went in the mall. The food was good. Like my meal that I had, it was good. I had fish, it was fried, and it was good. The rice was good. The vegetables I had was good. It was just good. I don't know about yours. She had McDonald's out the mall, so I don't know how you messed McDonald's up.
I had okay, so I'm gonna give my rating. He gave it his rating, so I would say a 4, maybe a 3.5, 4 out of 10. The food was very nasty. At the resort, it was nasty. McDonald's, the nuggets was, I needed something American because at this point I'm starving. So I wanted to make sure the food was good. The McDonald's was okay. The fries, it wasn't bad. So yeah, it wasn't bad. But the food, that's...
Yeah, don't come here expecting to eat good, because it's not.
The sweets, if you're a diabetic, this is the hotel for you. The sweets are not sweet at all, which is fine. I'm not complaining. It's just the sweets was not sweet like we used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely diabetic friendly.
Yeah. I don't know what else to really say. Like I said, the customer service was, I had no problem. They did good. They made sure they tried to take care of us to the best of their knowledge. The English, I hope you can talk a little Spanish. They did their best to figure out what we were saying to accommodate us. The food No, you're gonna lose some weight coming here. Um, what else?
Then he wanted me
Ubers.
to add a day. He glad I didn't add a day.
Oh yeah, because sometimes I just be like, well, just stay longer. But when I got here, I was like, it's too many red flags for me. Let's just go ahead and because we almost stayed longer. I was like, what's the point of coming for 4 days? You might as well just do the week. But I'm glad she didn't change it. So yeah, that's that. Um, yeah. Like I said, the Uber was great. This hotel is far
everything.
far from all the events that's going, all the activities, jet skiing and all of that. It's far. So.
But this is the only all-inclusive resort, so it's kind of like, do you want to do the all-inclusive or pay for your meals?
Yeah.
Or you would literally have to pay for all your meals. So I'm just trying to include everything. So that's the downside of booking the all-inclusive. It's far from everything, which is, I guess, kind of good because they have security.
Yeah, we have
when
security.
When you leave, they writing down the tag number from the Uber. They talking to the Uber driver. And when we was getting the Uber to the mall, it took a lot of tries before the Uber actually got in.
Yeah.
Because I guess they saw the guard and turn around or cancel it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually like have security. I think it's two checkpoints before you actually get in.
To us. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really far away from everything. Everything is maybe about 41 minutes to go wherever. So that was the downside of this being the only all-inclusive here.
So from like our Uber driver was saying, he gave us a little tour on the way going and was explaining. So we're more on a wealthy side of everything, and basically in town is more of the lower grade of everything. So if we would have booked in town, then we wouldn't have got the security. The food might have been better. I don't know. But we would have been closer to the mall, and it was a lot of chaos going on out there, and it didn't look.
This kind of like beat the traffic, kind of like beat Paris traffic. We went to Paris, like it was.
Yeah, bumper to bumper. It was fight. It's get it how you live in that traffic.
Yes, it was crazy.
But yeah, if we would have booked in town, I think we would have got more of the not so good, better looking than this. So. But we would have been in the vicinity of all of the events and probably a lot of the chaos as well. So, and probably a lot more complaining as well. So, hey man, you kind of got to pick your poison, you know. But,
yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's
it. That's I believe we touched everything: the food, the customer service, about the hotel. And our experience overall. So, what's your overall experience like? What you were rated for visiting Colombia?
When I come back to Colombia, to this part of Colombia, I don't know if it's all the same, but right now, I'm not trying to come back here. I like to kind of, if I'm gonna go international, I want to stretch my legs out and I want to slingshot out there. I want to be on the plane for a little while, and this was different, but no, no, especially for the food, it wasn't. I like good food. I like to eat.
So what would you rate? What you rated the experience? What is the rating all overall?
I'm gonna give them probably like a 70. Y'all they're building, so they're trying. But
my rate is I I guess a 6 or 7. 6, 7. I didn't mean to do that, but I just realized it came to my head. But anyways, probably a 6 or 7 overall, because it wasn't a bad experience. I'm a travel agent, so I got to experience so I can better guide. And when I'm booking it, I know, hey, this is where you have to book and stuff like that. So it was definitely a learning experience for me. By booking this trip, it was definitely a learning trip, definitely. But overall, it was okay. It was definitely an experience. I will recommend my clients knowing a little Spanish, so they can communicate, because when we went to Jamaica, Dubai, all of that, we had people actually speaking English to us. Even in Paris, when we went to Paris, because they know English, and they will actually, even though I did do, but it's totally different. I did do French all the way up to college, but it's different when you actually interacting with somebody that actually speak that fluently. And yeah, it was totally different experience, and hearing it and then actually trying to speak it, it was very different. So yeah, definitely I would say recommend learning a lot of Spanish, because they don't convert over here. They don't do the Spanish and then say English. They definitely don't. So
Yeah, it's a handful of them that actually can do it. So, yeah.
yeah, so I guess the trip get he said 7, so we're gonna stick with the 7, and that's it. Will I return? Most likely not. That if somebody asks me, "You want to go to Colombia?" Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah. But wanna let y'all go, even though y'all probably didn't make it to the end of another video. We just figured we'd help somebody.
Right.
So, oh yeah, now I'll show y'all my view. Oh, we got upgraded too. Yeah. But yeah, I'll show y'all my view. I don't know if in the possibility it's gonna show hers. But yeah. That's our view. It does have a golf course. Oh, I can't open it up. Well, I tried. Guess it's not gonna open. Well, till next time. What's the next trip?
Costa Rica for the graduation. That's in May, and we'll see y'all guys then at Costa Rica to give our review for the Planet Hollywood Costa Rica. And it will be a family trip / graduation trip for our baby girl who's graduating from high school. Woo, woo. She made it. She did it. We did it. 18 years. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because we stay tripping. Honey, what's yours?
Literally, stay tripping.
What's your YouTube?
Oh, my YouTube?
You forgot?
Yeah, I forgot. Quentin Harris 35.
No,
I don't know.
not.
That's my Gmail.
Why something?
Why Stop? That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
So
Why Stop.
follow Why Stop and follow me, Tripping with Fan 365 without the G. Tripping without the G.
Oh. The money.
Oh yeah, the pesos. The pesos. You go ahead and just convert it at the airport. I looked at my bank statement and I got charged international fee from bank. I'm with Bank of America. I think it was like almost $10 of international fee just from pulling from the ATM here. So, and then because I got it in pesos, because the taxi driver wanted it in pesos. So yeah, make sure you do it at the airport. Get you some pesos, and taxi drivers want their money in pesos. So yeah.
Oh. Well,
So I think that's all for real, y'all. We'll see y'all in Costa Rica. Bye.
bye.